the Pope, God's emergency contact. For centuries, the Catholic Church has stood firm against the idea of gay couples. But now, Pope Francis has decided to handle this issue with will and grace.
We have some breaking news now just in on a major new shift from Pope Francis. Just in the last little bit here, for the first time, he is now endorsing same-sex civil unions. This happened during a documentary that premiered today during Rome's Film Festival, according to the Catholic news agency. It's reporting he talked about same-sex couples' rights to be a family and said they are children of God.
Bam, 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 bam! Pope Francis, the greatest pope of all time! Well, second best technically, because it's Olivia Pope #1 and then Francis. But it's close. It's close. Once again, the Pope coming out and going up against the establishment, taking a progressive stance for the church. I love this guy. And I think I know what happened here. Just like the rest of us, the Pope has been quarantined at home, binging every season of Queer Eye. Did you see what Jonathan did with that guy's hair? Oh, now that's a miracle. Now, obviously, there are some people who are not happy with the Pope's announcement because they insist that gay unions undermine the sanctity of marriage. But guys, let's be real. Every marriage undermines the sanctity of marriage. Half of all marriages end in divorce. The president has had, 3 wives? Your dad is probably having an affair right now. I mean, this has never been about sanctity. It's been about homophobia. You know what I really think is happening here? The real reason straight people don't want gay people to get married is because they just don't want gay people to have it all. Yeah, think about it. Gay people have the best style, the best parties, the best parades, easily the best flag. I mean, their flag looks like their parents bought them the jumbo crayon pack with all the colors. And then on top of that, they want marriage? Straight people are like, no, I know marriage is shit, but I want to have one thing that you guys don't have. I envy you. I want to wear those shorts. I can't fit into that. I don't have the butt. But let's move on to outer space. It's where balloons live after you let go of them. Today, we're getting some really cool news from a very small rock.
Tonight here, the first images after that history made in space. NASA pulling off an astonishing feat. For the first time ever, landing a spacecraft on a hurtling asteroid 200 million miles away. That asteroid going 60,000 miles an hour. But they stuck the landing, all to retrieve a sample. The spacecraft OSIRIS-REx landing on the asteroid Bennu. It had to carefully and precisely descend to a spot no larger than a couple of parking spots. And tonight, the first images coming in. NASA releasing video of OSIRIS-REx touching down and collecting those samples. The mission lasting all of 6 seconds. And if all goes well, it'll take about 3 years to bring those samples back.
Wow, this is incredible, guys. NASA basically flew across the universe just to bitch slap an asteroid. And as much as I'm impressed by this, I'm also not gonna lie, I'm a little worried, guys. Because based on how 2020 has gone so far, touching that asteroid for 6 seconds probably knocked it on a course to slam into Earth. Biden won the election! Yeah, shit! But now, scientists are also saying that it'll take 3 years to bring the samples back to Earth. 3 years! Guys, let's be honest, by the time it gets delivered, the new scientists are gonna be like, did anyone order some space dust? Anyone? All right, I'm gonna throw this out. I don't know where this is from. And you know what's funny? Is that to us, this is a historic achievement. But I always wonder if, to aliens, we're just shoplifting in the universe, right? We're just flying around shoplifting their shit the whole time. Like one day they're gonna come down to Earth and be like, you stole my father's ashes. What? That was just some trash dust. You're saying my father was trash. No, I'm not. Pew, 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 die. Moving on to China, AKA Earth's Chinatown, where they've come up with some very moving technology.
A landmark in China needed to move for new construction, so it walked across town. That is the correct verb here. This historic building in Shanghai was fitted with robotic legs under its 7,600-ton frame, allowing it to walk over 200 feet to avoid demolition. State media said that a former primary school, it was built in 1935 and it's undergoing renovations to preserve its structure.
Did you see that? That building just walked further than I've walked during this entire pandemic. And can I just say, what a great moment this is for the architect, because it's always special to see your building take its first steps. I just feel bad for the guy who was using the bathroom while this was happening. Hey, someone's in here! I'm in here, occupied! But guys, I'm actually a little concerned about this. Buildings shouldn't be moving around. All right, we need to know that a building is going to stay in one spot. I don't want to go all the way down to the DMV and then find out that it's on vacation in the Hamptons. Now, I don't know if this technology is great for random buildings, but we have to get this technology from China and bring it to black neighborhoods. Because walking buildings might be the only way to avoid gentrification. Oh no, they trying to turn this barbershop into a gluten-free bakery. Run, barbershop, save yourself, run! Moving on to some good news about the coronavirus. Yeah. While the world's most accomplished scientists work day and night to find a cure, they may just have been beaten to it by a teenager.
A 14-year-old from Texas winning $25,000 for her work on a potential treatment for coronavirus. Anika Shabrolu won the 2020 3M Young Scientist Challenge with a molecule that she discovered that stops the function of COVID-19 by binding to a certain protein in it.
My research is actually just a drop in the ocean of research being done by numerous scientists and individuals across the country. But at this point, every research and every effort matters to help end the pandemic and control its aftermath.
Okay, people, this is incredible. A 14-year-old may have just found the solution to COVID-19. 14. The only thing I discovered the solution to when I was 14 was how to get rid of my... Knowing teenagers, though, she's only going to be the second most popular kid in school right after the girl who snorted milk on TikTok. And I'm not going to lie. If I won this award, none of my high school science teachers would be able to tell me shit.
Trevor, do you know the answer to question number 5?
No, sir, but you know what I do know the answer to? Coronavirus, biatch! And can I just say, if this girl did solve coronavirus, $25,000 is not nearly enough of a reward. Are you serious? Congratulations, you saved the human race. Go buy yourself a Honda Accord. And finally, the presidential race. Yes, even the presidential race has a ray of sunshine, because yesterday, an old friend returned to the campaign trail for the first time. And man, he seemed to be really enjoying himself.
Honk if you're fired up. Honk if you're ready to go. You know, I know the president spent some time in Erie last night, and apparently he complained about having to travel here. And then he cut the event short, poor guy. Where is this great plan to replace Obamacare? They keep on promising we're going to have a great replacement. They said it's coming. It's been coming in 2 weeks for the last 10 years. That's not normal presidential behavior. We wouldn't tolerate it in our own family, except for maybe crazy uncle somewhere, you know. Of the taxes Donald Trump pays, he may be sending more to foreign governments than he pays in the United States. Can you imagine if I had had a secret Chinese bank account when I was running for re-election? They would have called me Beijing Barry.
Man, it is so nice to see Obama back on the campaign trail. Although the drive-in rally is a little bit weird, I will say. I mean, with all the honking, it sounds like Obama just started giving a speech in the middle of the road. Sick burn, Mr. President, but I'm late for work! And you could tell Obama was having a great time up there, man. He was grilling Trump so hard, Barbecue Becky called the cops. Is it just me, though, or do all of Obama's roasts on Trump have just like a tiny hint of jealousy in them? So you got this guy who doesn't pay taxes. He says whatever he wants. Nobody does anything, just running around crazy. I didn't know you could do that. Sounds kind of fun.